see Brian? Don't do what? Whistle? I can't whistle anyway. I didn't bring the tripod. This is gonna be hard. See.
Good evening. Hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming to our last day of the Bandcamp celebration event. My name is Mrs. Santos, and these past 2 weeks, the students have been working really, really hard, learning many music, and then we're preparing for our upcoming spring semester and lots of events. So hopefully we'll see you guys throughout the season. We're going to start off with our Star Spangled Banner, so please join me in standing up for the national anthem.
are so fortunate here at Diamond Bar High School to have an incredible performing arts program. What you see in front of you, is just a portion of what we have to offer. We have incredible orchestras and wind ensembles and chamber music. But what we have here is very special to what Diamond Bar High School is. Our incredible color guard, our marching band, really is the face and heart of Diamond Bar High School. If there's an event going on in the community, we're at it. As a matter of fact, I was just up, we were doing a performance at the Diamond Bar Center, right back down for this. It's what we are. We are so ingrained with the community at Diamond Bar, and it's just such a special thing to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. The marching band and color guard has a very unique purpose for the school. We are at every event generating excitement and showing especially what type of students we have here at Diamond Bar. And one of the most fun things we get to do is play for our football games. I love Friday nights. It brings the entire community together with color guard and marching band and the parents and alumni and the football team and all that. It's a very special time for high school. So one of the things that we're tasked with doing is generating excitement at the football games, and we do it really well. Here's some of the things that we do. We kind of pattern ourselves after college bands, what they do. We watch that and we try to imitate it, do our best. So these are things that we do to get the football team excited, the crowd excited during the football games.
our upperclassmen drum major, Leland Shin. Leland, babe. Round of applause. Alfred Ray. Eddie Kid. Mr. Bindle. Oh, stop. Yes.
Okay, while they're finding spots, just want to give you some announcements here. First of all, thank you guys so much for supporting our clothes fund, $2,000 from the clothes you donated. So thank you very much for that. And the best news, you see that all the white up over there? They've told us we're going to be moving into our new building in less than a month. 14 months late, but it's been worth the wait. We went inside. It is something spectacular. We cannot wait till we get the opportunity to be in there. It is something that your kids deserve. It's a $10 million, almost 20,000 square foot facility for the bands, the orchestras, the color guards. We have 2 professional recording studios going in. It is something that is going to be legendary. So thank you guys so much for your support on that. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But now I'd like to introduce our incredible marching instructor, drum major, conscience of Diamond Bar, Mr. Casey Bindle.
I think each year I get another title added to my name. So, thanks, Steve. I was going to say, I was like, does that come with a pay bump? But no, that's not why I decided. So, a little bit about my job and what I do. So I've been fortunate to be with this program now for 12 years. So I started with Diamond Bar a good chunk of time ago. Some of the kids decided to remind me today that my senior year of high school, when I was a drum major, they were born. So that was a great feeling this morning to hear. But anyways, so with the drum majors, what we're going to showcase first is our parade leaders. Now, in a parade band setting, we do competitively only have one drum major that leads the group. You may see in some groups, if you watch the Tournament of Roses parade or any community parades, they will stick multiple drum majors out there. However, in our competitive circuit, we only utilize one at a time. A little history in this activity. The first recorded drum major of the U.S. Marine Band was established in 1855. This activity has a lot of history and tradition rooted in the military. So a lot of the rules and regulations we do things and what they're based off of stem from that. In addition to that, which I'll talk about after the drum major's performance, is our parade band community and what that consists of. And a little bit of insight into that before we discuss further is that was started in 1935. So a lot of this is rooted in some phenomenal traditions. You'll see some great nods to old school. So what we're going to have right now is I'm going to jump back there with the drum majors. They're going to showcase a little bit of their spinning. So what we've decided to put together for this end of band camp performance is just kind of an amalgamation of everything that they do. Just some good spinning, some movement, all of that stuff, and showcasing what they've been working on. All right? So that was a little insight onto some of the things that we do with our drum majors as far as spinning goes. There's a lot of different styles that exist across Southern California. Ours takes a very traditional approach, but we did decide to add a little bit of flair with a little bit of marching for them. So the exciting thing about working with these students is that there's a lot of room to grow and a lot of opportunities to progress and become better leaders. And that's probably one of the more fun parts of working with the great band.
He's very humble, but we like to recognize Mr. Alfred Wang. He is the defending state champion for parade drumming. It's been great things from the beginning. So we love doing things for other groups. We love being a part of the community and helping out and generating excitement. We also love doing stuff for ourselves. We believe that competition in and of itself can be a great thing if it's done correctly. We like motivated kids that have strong goals where their hard work has a direction to it, has a specific purpose. We are very dedicated to this activity of parade band. We've won the state championship 6 of the last 7 years with these kids. It's an incredibly disciplined activity that they have to do, and we teach them to work hard and grow and succeed and even fail together. The sense of community that they develop through this activity is really something special. If you want to watch something amazing, come see these guys at a parade band. So we're going to do a quick preview of our parade march. Remember, it's a work in progress. So this is our parade march for the year, Joyce's 71st New York Regimental March. Okay, that's a heck of a lot better than I was expecting. One of the things about parade band is because it is a varsity athletic event, the kids that participate in 2 varsity parades are eligible to letter in marching band and parade band. And we've started building back the tradition of letterman's jackets for the kids. So at the end of the marching season, any of the students that have participated in 2 varsity events will be awarded a letter, and they'll be able to get these amazing letterman's jackets. And I think we have some examples up there at the blue table, and it's the greatest thing in the world when you walk on a campus and see everyone in their letterman's jackets and sweaters. It is what high school is supposed to be. And coming out of the pandemic, we want to get that feeling of sense of pride in this school and this community again. So we highly encourage you guys to take a look at the letterman's jackets. All 3 of my kids have them. I stole one of them. I wear it every once in a while, but he doesn't know that yet. So please take a look. Stop by our vendor. They are been incredible. They donate money to the program, so they are fantastic. So, the next thing, and this is one of my all-time favorite groups on campus, our color guard is something special. They've been consistently not just ranked in the state of California and, 7 or 8 time champions for parade? something like that. We've lost count. They're consistently ranked on the national and international level. One of the happiest days of my life was when Mr. Rob Jett finally agreed to come work up here, and it's been a game changer for us. So I'd like to introduce Rob Jett, our color guard instructor director.
Hey there, everybody. Really great summer with the color guard. Our summer rehearsals go from the end of school, 2 weeks after school is out. We have a mini camp for color guard every other week during the summer. You know, if you come into the program and you play the clarinet, then you probably played the clarinet when you were in middle school. There's no opportunity right now to do flag in middle school. Hopefully we'll change that real soon. But, so we have to have extra rehearsals over the summer, so by the time we get here to band camp, we all already know the basics and the technique of what we're doing. So I really wanted to thank the color guard for making those sacrifices over the summer. It went really, really well. And proudly I will, first of all, make sure I introduce, thank you to Mr. A and Ms. Santos for everything they give and all the support and all the boosters and everything. We could not do it without their support. But also, it's important to know what you do well, it's important to know what you don't do well, and when you don't do something well, you find somebody that can help you be better at it. And these amazing people out here on the field, the staff for the color guard, they take the things that I don't do very well, and man, they knock it out of the park. They're amazing, and they're great teachers. Over here we have Markella. Markella was one of the captains in the year that wasn't. In the center here we have Ruben. And then way over there we have Ava. Ava was also a captain with Markella in the year that wasn't. Not here on the field with us, but will be here rather shortly as school starts. A movement expert who is Robert, and then one of our favorites who's an amazing person. Her name is Rosie Queen. Rosie is probably one of the best in the country at color guard, and her advice and teaching methods for the color guard are amazing. But we are going to do for you, we're going to show you a couple of our technique exercises. Basically what technique exercises do for us is they help us speak a common language. It's like if the musicians play a warm-up exercise to get everything sounding and looking the same, then this is the same for us. The first exercise we'll be doing for you is called 27 points in space. If you notice, we take up a little space on the field, and this is where I will pat myself on the back a little bit. For the second year in a row, we have the largest color guard in the state of California. And we are very proud of that. So, but that does make it a little challenging, because if I told everybody on the field to point at this light post, that would be very different depending on if you're standing way over there or if you're standing way over here. So what 27 points in space does, it defines all the space around you. So if I say point at point one is always right here no matter where you're standing. It was developed for dancers so that they knew how to dance on large spaces with large numbers, much like the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. So we're going to demonstrate for you 27 points in space. And there we go. Cool. As you'll notice that was very short and sharp. Our job is to look like the band sounds, and if, say, the percussion crash the cymbals together really strong, we probably want to hit something really strong so that it matches what you hear. So that's why we have exercises like that that are very crisp and very sharp. These next exercises you'll see are much more round and get the wrist going. We have affectionately named this exercise Wristy Twisties. It just caught on and the students like it, so we left it. So if you ever hear that phrase, that's what this is. So please enjoy Wristy Twisties. All right, there we go. Building up strength and flexibility in the wrists. And then the last exercise we do for you is moves more in three-dimensional space. We call it cones. It's using three-dimensional space on all sides of the body so we can open up how much space we use. Once again, the good news is that we have a band that plays really well. The challenge for us is that we have to explore a lot of space and do a lot of things so we look as interesting as they sound. So we come up with exercises like this so we can utilize three-dimensional space all around the bodies. All right, there we go. So that's just a sampling of our technique exercises. Like I said, it's just so that we can all speak a common language. You'll see snippets of these exercises as we do our routines, and it helps us push forward into bigger, more exciting things that we get to use at halftime. Cool, thank you so much for everything.
I'd like to just give a little bit more information with the new building. The district funded the building through the WV bond and did an incredible job with it. But one of the things that we needed to do was furnish it and provide all the absolute best equipment we could. So we started our capital campaign with the building. The district put in $350,000 just for furniture, all new chairs, all new stands, cabinets, things like that. But we were still short about $200,000 for the high-end recording equipment. We're putting in immersive audio rooms where the kids can learn more than just performance, but actual job skills. So we give them careers afterwards. We think that's very important. And just want to let you know that today we passed the $100,000 mark in donations for our capital campaign. So thank you guys very much. We'll be hitting you up for the next $100,000 pretty quick, but it's going to be worth it. So our last thing that we do is one of our most enjoyable things, and this is our halftime show. We have one goal with the halftime show: make sure nobody is going to buy hot dogs. We want them to sit and watch and entertain. So I'm going to turn this over to Casey. He's going to talk a little bit about the halftime show.
All right. So most of us throughout media at some point have seen a marching band on a field. We've seen some phenomenal viral videos of Ohio State doing, these great motion, like recreating a stick figure of Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. Like, there's just some phenomenal work out there in the marching band world. For us on this level, we take that and dial it back a bit and focus more on the musical side of it. But something that may be shocking to some of you parents, we also incorporate a dance section of it. Now, a lot of you, when you signed your kids up for band and music and all of that stuff, I bet you never thought, oh, you know what, my son or daughter is going to be a dancer. Okay? Well, they're still not, but we do have a little bit of that incorporated into our halftime shows. And this year, just like Mr. Jet mentioned, you bring in people to do the things you can't do. I can teach great rigid marching movement, but I am not a dancer. So we were very fortunate that the school's dance company came in and actually choreographed a section of our halftime show. So I'm eternally grateful for any of you who are in dance or anything out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to have your input on a show like this to make us even better entertainers. So with that, let's kick off our halftime show.
you very much. That was our halftime show. Please come to our first home game. It's coming up pretty soon in August on the Saturday. I will be performing this exact pieces on the football stadium with a lot more choreography. So please come and check it out. It'll be really great. At this time, I would like to introduce our drum percussion staff. Again, we are so fortunate that we have amazing coaches that come here every week and teach wonderful students. So first one is Mr. Weston Amaro right here for pink. Another pink instructor, Miss Joanna Chen. And last but not least, Mr. Darren Vanderpool. Thank you guys so much. Also, we have an amazing group of parent volunteers that have been coming here every day fitting these amazing students for our uniforms. They also came here for our clothes drive and the serving the tickets for the food. So if you're a parent volunteer, then please stand up and please be recognized. Thank you, parents.
So we'll be sending out some information next week. We're going to do a big Zoom meeting. We've gotten really good at Zoom over the last couple of years. And we'll cover all the information about all the programs, concert bands, the marching bands, the orchestra, Performing Arts Academy, everything else. So keep an eye out for that. We try to send out at least one email a week with schedule and things like that. So that way when your kids tell you they have a rehearsal till midnight, you can tell them, no, we know when they really are. So I have 3 kids here. I understand. So we just want to thank you guys for your support so far. It's going to be a fantastic year. The best thing about what we do, with all the successes and everything, the most important thing is these guys become an amazing family. Thank you very much. Oh yeah!
Thank you so much for coming out. Have a great night.